Senator Roberts.
Thank you. I make my remarks in reference to the Minister's comments about Motion 129, OPD, Order for Production of Documents. Clauses specifically 3 and 4. This is about hiding, and the Minister simply reinforced that with his lack of data. So let's see why I've come to that conclusion. What's the core climate claim? Climate alarmists claim that carbon dioxide from human use of hydrocarbon fuels, coal, oil and natural gas, and from farming animals for food is raising atmospheric carbon dioxide levels, which they claim will raise temperature for catastrophic warming in some distant, unspecified time. That's the basis for claimed solutions with devastating impacts on society. Taxing and controlling farming and food to stop raising animals, including stealing property rights to control land use and control citizens. Taxing and controlling energy, every piece of energy. Pursuing UN Sustainable Development Goals to control every aspect of people's lifestyle and life. What we eat, our energy, travel, finances, homes. All claim to be based on science. So what's science? When done properly, and I hope the Greens are paying attention, science investigates and explains our physical world. It's absolutely essential. Science is the systematic, objective study of our physical world through observation, experimentation and testing of theories against the empirical data. Hard data in logical points proving cause and effect. Scientific proof needs data in logical points proving cause and effect. Graduate engineers like I are trained in science because we apply the science. We understand scientific proof because it prevents us killing people. It helps us keep people safe. My science training includes geology, atmospheric gases and statistics, 3 of the most important topics of climate science. So let's define the problem. Every person, business, employer uses and relies on electricity, petrol, diesel at home and at work. Australia has gone from having the most affordable power in the world to having one of the world's highest power prices. The key to global competitive advantage is having the lowest price. Firstly, consider Parliament, what it's done. From 1996 to 2007, John Howard's Liberal National Party government committed to comply with the UN Kyoto Protocol, introducing Mr Howard's solar and wind renewable energy target, introducing his national electricity market, that's really a national bureaucratic racket, stealing farmers' property rights and being the first major party to promise a carbon dioxide tax policy, all claimed by his government to be based on climate science. Yet 6 years later, in 2013, 6 years after he'd been booted from office, Mr Howard admitted in distant London, that on the topic of climate science, he is agnostic. He did not have the science. And he admitted it 6 years after he claimed he had it. Since then, the LNP, the Liberal National Party, has introduced every major climate and energy policy. Labor then accelerated each. As a senator, I wrote letters to 10 members of Parliament, all confirmed in writing they had never been given scientific proof. Never. I wrote letters to another 19 senators who advocate cutting carbon dioxide from human activity. 4 replied. None provided scientific proof. The Greens and others refused to debate me. Senator Larissa Waters in 2010, in 2016 and repeatedly from 2019. Won't front up. Senator Waters is a lawyer and makes many false and unsubstantiated claims and misrepresents climate. She's never provided scientific proof. Instead, what we see is climate alarmists invoking so-called experts and other logical fallacies. They use emotion, especially fear and catchy slogans. They have no scientific proof, and that's the characteristic of every Green speech. They repeatedly lie, misrepresent and sideline science with personal attacks.
Senator Roberts, I ask you to withdraw the...
I'll withdraw.
Thank you.
From 2007, so let's see why they have no scientific proof. Firstly, CSIRO admits that it has never provided empirical data and logical scientific proof. In their first 3-hour presentation to me in 2016, CSIRO's climate chief stated CSIRO has never said that carbon dioxide from human activity is a danger. He said, quote, determination of danger is a matter for public and politicians. CSIRO. This is one of the presentations. The second one, was a 3-hour presentation. They confirmed that today's temperatures are not unprecedented. There is no substance, no basis. That's what Senator Ayres is hiding.